All right, today's story is a story which is very close to my heart because this happened in the first year of my business. This is a story where I walked away from a deal. First year of business, you really want business, and it's a good deal, but I walk away from it. Why on earth will I walk away? Was I not strong enough? Okay, so let me tell you the story. This is with a manufacturing plant. They are again a multinational, very big. In fact, they're number one in the industry. So number one in the industry, I'm a big boy, ego is there, I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot of things right. Now I call in this 30-year-old consultant, recommended by somebody, but he's 30 years old. I meet the training head, I present a program. Now, what is this program about? Let me give you some context. We are going to cascade KPI. Now, I normally don't do this, but because they were very motivated to do it. So it's cascading KPI from top level all the way to the shop floor operations, people handling the machines. Normally, that level does not have KPIs for that company. They only had it until supervisor. First time you're bringing it all the way down. So I come in, I got 8 steps for them to follow. So I present to the training manager, very happy. I present to the plant manager, German guy, very happy. I present to the Brazilian guy, product specialist, very happy. Now they tell me, Suresh, you have to sell this idea to the rest of the HODs. Then I meet, I think, my enemy from my past life in that meeting. So in that meeting, we've got all the HODs with the plant manager, product specialist, and the training manager, all there. And I present my 8 steps. Bang, 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 bang. Suddenly in between, number 3 and number 4, this guy by the name, and I will use initials, SK. I will never forget SK. SK will probably also never forget me. But anyway, SK says, cannot, stop. Not making sense. I'm like, what? So, shock of my life. 30 years old, first year of business, okay? My own deal. So I'm like, what? Okay, so Hori, I'm sorry, SK, what's not right? What's not making sense? All, everything. Nothing making sense. I'm like, wow, nothing making sense. Plant manager said, okay. Product specialist said, okay. Trading manager said, okay. This coconut is saying not okay. Now, what do you do when you have that kind of scenario? Now, of course, some people freeze. So I'm like, not okay. Which part? Also, he says everything. So I say, everything? Everything, Suresh. So I go one by one. Step 1, no, step 1 is okay. Step 2 is okay, Suresh. Step 3 and 4. I'm thinking, coconut, you told me all. Now you say 3 and 4. So what about 3 and 4, SK, which is a problem? He looks at me. You should know what? You are the consultant. Fantastic. So now what do you do in that scenario? So I asked the other HODs, is this a individual issue? Is it everybody's collective issue? So what the rest of them do is amazing. So I asked them, anybody else feels the way? This feels this way? They all look down, So now I know who's the head honcho. SK. Even the plant manager also is quiet. So I asked the plant manager, his name is Peter. Peter, any thoughts, about this? Because I already met Peter earlier, right? And he agreed. Suresh, you listen to everybody. Oh my God. So I know I'm alone in this scenario. Now, moving forward, I asked, why is this an issue? So SK explained a little bit about my action plan process. He said, Suresh, I've been here for 24 years. No, was it 24? Yeah, 26 years, sorry. 26 years, I got action plans this high, nothing works. And I'm the HOD here, Suresh. So your action plan will just be another stack on the pile. Then he asks another friend in the room, Harvinder, he calls him. Harvinder, what do you feel? Harvinder says, Suresh, very gentle, very kind. I've been in this role also before, Suresh. So, SK has a point. So, action plans don't really work. And I'm also the HOD of my department. His was the distribution department. I'm like, wow, okay. So now at that point in time, Suresh, 30 years old, frustrated. I'm in my own business. Do I really need to deal with these kind of people? In my mind, the deal is gone. So now what do I do? So I remind myself, I summarize. Okay, let me understand, SK. You've been here for 26 years. You've got action plans this high. You're the HOD for a long time, right? In your department. He says, yeah, won't work. Great. Harvinder, your department, you're the HOD, 14 years, also doesn't work, right? Excellent. So I close my laptop. Screen goes blue. All of them like, what happened? So I look at Peter, the plant manager. I say, Peter, SK and Harvinder are the problem in the company. Everybody is like, boom, blown away, So and SK's face becomes, tomato, orange, and Harvinder becomes papaya. So I'm like, you're here for 26 years. You're the HOD, action plans not executed. You think 14 years execution not there for the action plans. I'm only going to be here for 2 days. What on earth can I do? I cannot do magic. I thought we were in agreement. So looks like everybody else seems to be quiet. So I'm assuming everybody has the same problem. So I'm sorry I wasted your time. So I got up. Now, Peter says, Suresh, hold on. Stop. Stay. Don't get upset. I said, no, I'm not upset with any of you. I'm upset with myself. Why did I waste your time? Sarcastic a bit, sarcastic. Then what I do? I leave. Now, when I leave, I reach home 2 hours later, I get a call from the training manager. And he says this, Suresh, where are you? I said, at home. Are you at home already? I said, yes. Are you calling me to scold me? I asked them. No, I'm not calling you to scold you. We're calling you to tell you got the job. Huh? I'm like, I got the job? He said, yeah, you got the job. I said, after scolding you all, I got the job. Yes, because you scolded us, you got the job. I said, I don't understand. He said, every single consultant that came in got walloping of their lives from SK. SK has his own agenda. But you were the only one who gave it back to him. And you walked off. I know. So you were willing to lose the deal. I said, yes. Because, I felt that it was useless. He says, yeah, that is SK style. He has his own agenda. He wants to do his own thing. So he shoos everybody else away. You are the only one who could handle him. So we want only you. So I'm like, wow. After scolding, you also get the business. But let me tell you this. After that meeting, every other meeting, we had 9 other meetings before execution. Every single meeting, SK became my biggest nightmare, right? And I also wanted to walk away in those meetings. But they also told me, Suresh, no, cannot. Only you, Suresh. Only you, or we will not do this. SK, even your agenda also won't happen. So it was only me, even though I was very tough on them. So what's the lesson? If you think about the lesson, number 1 is, as a consultant, as a person selling whatever you're selling, you must know your stuff. Because you will have a lot of coconuts around who think they know your stuff. And even we have it in my industry. We say sometimes you are trying to tell the neurosurgeon how to do surgery on your brain. If you can do it yourself. Why you need people like us? You don't need, right? So you must know yourself. You must know your business. You must know your product. You must know your service, right? And you must know when to walk away. Now, if you ask me, will I do this again in the future? Maybe I will do it differently, right? But in SK's case, good news is this. We did the program. He tried his best to sabotage it in many ways. But at the end, it went on very, very well. He came back to me and he said, I think, Suresh, we started on the wrong foot. So another lesson I learned from there is, some people you need to prove yourself first before you can gain their trust, but you must have that amount of resilience to go through it. I actually threw in the towel, but they wanted me. I took the challenge anyway, knowing SK exists. But after that, the 9 different meetings were very tough. So you need to know your stuff. And it was a good experience for me. So today, when I deal with other clients, I know how to manage it better. There are other SKs who have come into my life. But what I've done is, I've told them things like this. Okay, if it doesn't work for you, tell me what will. I will try to adjust. But only you know your business well. So I also know how to stroke the ego where I need to. I also know how to step and take a step back. Right? So hopefully that was useful for you. There will be many SKs in your lives that will come and go. You need to choose how you're going to deal with these people. All right, so see you in the next video.